Does buying a plant make you happy? Do you feel that you need more plants at home? Well, I exactly know what you are talking about, and today we'll talk about the benefits of having a lot of plants at home. And make sure you stick until the end, because I will tell you what plants I prefer and why. My name is Remy, and on this channel I explain you everything I know about how to grow Nepenthes, these tropical carnivorous plants, on your windowsill. So if you are new, consider subscribing. Lately, the industry of plants just explode. It was already growing fast, but with COVID and the fact that we stay mostly at home with the lockdown, it became really something more. A lot of people, more and more people actually, are growing plants and getting used to the idea of, yeah, I will grow this inside my house, make it pretty because it makes me happy. And they are exactly right. There is a study that shows that people that have a lot of plants, a healthy and natural environment, will tend to be happier. Plants, believe me, have a lot of benefits for the mind. And your mind is usually quite stressed, because if you watch the TV, the news of any kind, it's always bad news. I don't know. It's like there is always a bad news after the other one. I know there is a lot of good stuff happening around the world, but the news on the TV, they don't talk about it, because nobody will buy anything. They want to freak people out because, again, that's marketing. If you freak them out, they feel less happy, they will consume more, think less. Believe it or not, but somebody that is afraid won't think properly. It's just manipulation, media. So I don't know if you are like me and you don't turn the news on, because again, why I would need to know what ugly stuff is happening on the other side of the planet? It don't impact me. There is nothing I can do. So this toxic information, sometimes you want just to not listen to it. And that's why plants make me happy. I'm able to focus on these plants. First, it will relax, taking care of the plants from the routine, watering, making sure all the leaves are growing properly. There is dead leaves that I could cut. You clean the substrate. It's really, I don't know, it's healthy and relaxing. There is this routine, healthy routine that will definitely relax you. You see the results. I mean, you take care of a plant, it's growing perfectly. There is a new leaves, a new branch, a new flower. So you kind of harvest what you sow. You took care of the plants, and now the plant is happy, and now you are happy. So again, having plants, really healthy. And finally, there is the learning curve. I mean, usually you will get a plant, and you will get it from, I don't know, a crash. Oh, what beautiful plants, I would buy it. Then you will try it. Sometime you will kill it. It happened to everyone. Everyone kills plants at the beginning. You cannot learn how to swim without drinking some water. You cannot learn how to bike without falling. That's the nature of the beast. Just accept it. You will kill plants. Everybody on earth killed plants. So that's the way you learn. So you buy it, you end up killing it. Then you have two ways. The first one is too complex. I quit. But the other way would be, okay, why did this plant that I like died? Then you research, you learn, you practice, and the plants will be happy. Then you build confidence. You start knowing, yeah, I'm able to grow this plant. This plant is beautiful, and then you have beginners like you were at the beginning will ask questions, and then you can help them. It's really, again, the self-confidence, feeling good, giving back. Plants, for me, are really, really an important part of my life. There is a lot of my friends that I met by this plant hobby. From France to here in Canada and North US. Again, just discussion about, oh, how you do that? Oh, what's this? This is plant. So that's always an interesting way to connect with people, for my point of view. So what is my favorite plant? Well, I have some banana, I have some begonia, I have the African mask, I have a lot of different plants at home. But my favorite would be the tropical plants, then the carnivorous plants, and inside the carnivorous plants, the Nepenthes. Why carnivorous plants? Because again, they are more rare, more fancy for me. There is a lot of Princessia that a lot of people have, and it's just common plants. But when I was young, I didn't want common plants. I want wholesome plants. And the fact that these plants are actually hunting on insects make this whole thing more interesting. Darwin was right. It's incredible how these plants evolve to inverse the fact that they are no longer prey, they're hunters. So that was neat. I feel it's neat. Then there is a lot of kind of carnivorous plants, all the temperate species like Venus flytrap, Dionea, the trumpet pitcher, Sarracenia, the cobra lily, that's the Darlingtonia. There is a lot of this that demand dormancy. They need to sleep to reduce the growth during winter. And when you grow them inside your house, you will kill them, because if you don't allow them to rest for a few months during the winter, they will get exhausted after a few years and they will die. So for the in-house carnivorous plants, there is the Nepenthes, there is some Pinguicula, the Mexican one, and other kind, but there is not even a match. You cannot compare how many kind of Pinguicula, how different they are between each other compared to the Nepenthes. Nepenthes, it's a wild variety. There is from the lowland to the intermediate to the highland. There is the one that have really hairy leaves. There is the waxy, shiny leaves. There is the one that like to climb. There is the one that like to lay. There is some red and green, and you have some purple, and there is some stripe. There is some toothy pitcher. It's such an amazing word. Just Nepenthes. It's just a big box of chocolate. You will have every kind of look, and that's what makes these plants so fancy. And I had some orchid back in the day, and yes, every flower is different, and so it's still interesting to me. But when the flower disappear, you only have leaves, and that's the problem for me for all the flowering plants. When there is no flower, it's just a plant. But your Nepenthes, if you take care of them and understand their need, they will shoot pitcher all the months. So you will always have this kind of beautiful trap, and that's exactly what I want. I want to have always beauty on my windowsill. So tell me, what kind of plant do you grow at home? What is your favorite plant that you grow at home? I would be interested to know what kind of plants you have a crush on. So until next time, happy growing!